So we find ourselves again
Finally.
finally, with Nicholas Hoffman from Moser, and we have a very famous piece which was launched just few days ago.
Yeah, 1 week.
1 week.
Not even. It was last Thursday.
Which is part of the great world of Formula One, which mixes what I personally love, which is fast cars and beautiful watches. And first of all, thank you very much for your time, Nicholas.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing to see you again. We've been seeing each other for around 3 or 4 years.
Correct.
So it's becoming a tradition now.
Yes, and first time for us to be at Ciar in the summer.
Yes, yes, which is a very beautiful booth.
It's a nice setting as well.
It's comfy.
It's comfy and we have fresh air.
Yes,
Which
yes.
is nice.
But let's focus on this beautiful, beautiful piece.
Yeah. So maybe we can start with the Alpine 25. So it's the chronograph version, a new interpretation. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but
Yes.
here we have the frozen dials. And what we wanted, like you said, is that the mechanical world of watchmaking, but also the mechanical world of Formula One, you want to see the mechanics.
Yes.
You want to see the movement. You want to see the engine. So we opened up the dial here to see the rotor. The rotor, which is a bidirectional winding system, and it gives a very mechanical aspect to the watch. It's a blue PVD, so it's a stainless steel case with a PVD coating.
Which is blue, of course, because of the Alpine blue.
And it's also something is that we did not have any logos, so there's no fighting on who has the logo on top or the
Yes.
bigger. So no logos. It's a chronograph version. So you have the center seconds here in that is being activated right now. You've got the seconds. When it reaches the 60 seconds,
Yes.
then the other hand will jump by an increment of 1 minute. So it's a 60-minute chronograph, flyback function. You can fly back like this. So when you want to use the chronograph function, you can use it, you can read it. But if you just want it to have time only, you can also keep it like that. The watch was also, I would say, designed, developed together with the drivers, so
Yes.
whether it's Franco Colapinto, whether Pierre Gasly, Jack Doohan as well helped to do the watch. And one of the I would say little, how can I put it, the secret nuggets as well. You've got a little detail here. We've got a Formula One helmet or driver's helmet right in the center
I see
here.
it.
So unlike the other ones where it was like a Batman, so you see the silhouette of a Batman. Here you have the helmet of the
Yes.
Formula One. A very, very special piece.
This is amazing because this brings to life what my watch collector dream is, which is to be able to wear my watch backwards and see the movement.
You can see both ways.
But I was gonna say this until I saw the back part of the watch, which your watches are always amazing when it comes to that part.
Thank you.
Everything is beautiful, and then we have maybe the other part, the brother brand,
The sister brand,
sister brand, yes.
Which is Hautlence, which is a special day today because it was the launch of this piece. It's the Helix. Also, Hautlence is a fantastic playground for our engineers, for our watchmakers, for the whole team. So we're all in Schaffhausen as well. And here we have I would say a recognizable part of the movement, which is the cylindrical tourbillon.
Yes.
But here we put it on stage right in the middle of the piece.
Which is what you want to see, right? as a
Yes,
collector?
it's really to have that heart in the center. So a very raw material, or very raw, very mechanical way as well as to display time. We've got the jumping minutes on one side, the jumping hours on the other, which is one of the trademarks of Hautlence. It's a titanium case, so it's a very light model. It has a 10 atmosphere water resistance.
Wow.
And also a great new movement for Hautlence with a micro rotor, bi-directional winding system once again with a platinum micro rotor. So you have that combination of haute horlogerie, displaying time in a different way, but having that very daring way of displaying time.
Of course. Hautlence is a brand that I like a lot because they are able to mix some retro styling with some innovative movements and innovative way of telling time, because we have all of this TV style, which was
Correct.
super great. in other years. And it's fun to me because when you see Moser watches, they are crazy. If you compare them to everything else, they are beautiful, beautifully crafted. But it's funny when you say, yeah, the sister brand is where we go super crazy.
Yeah, that's why it's a maybe it's a nice playground, like I was saying at the beginning. It's a playground for the engineers, for the crazy ideas, where Moser is already provocative, disruptive in the way of doing the models, the way of marketing the product. But Hautlence, we can even go even further and has a strong identity while respecting, I would say, the code of horlogerie in a very singular way, and respecting the DNA of the brand, which is now over 20 years old.
Perfect. And just one last question. What is Nicholas Hoffman wearing on his wrist? Can you show it or not?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah. This one I can.
Okay.
So it's not a watch which I usually wear all the time like this. It's just prefer to have it on the wrist when I want to show it. It's a special piece here. It's the minute repeater. It's also rather underrated piece or understated piece where not everybody will notice that it's a minute repeater.
Yes.
But you have the hammers on the dial side. When you look closely, you've got the gongs on the dial side. It's a streamliner case, so it has a screw down crown as well. This one, because of the pusher on this way to activate the minute repeater, it doesn't have a 12 atmosphere water resistance. However, it has a 5 water resistant.
Which is enough for everyday use.
Yeah, which is, you could fall into a pool and you wouldn't damage the watch. And it's a very loud minute repeater, which obviously you won't be able to hear right now.
But I actually have video of the other minute repeater, so I'll put it here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
It wasn't the best hours.
No, but I can hear it. I'm pretty sure the microphone caught it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, it was great seeing you again.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for always passing by.
Just one question. Well, not question, just a comment. It was crazy to see Moser being such a hot horlogerie brand, of course, doing this type of stuff, but then shocking the world with we're doing a digital watch, a smartwatch, right?
Yes.
Which is, if you go to the root of the brand, you always do something unexpected, something different, which of course goes hand in hand. And it's something useful because that watch was thought for the engineers of the team, right?
Yes. I mean, you mentioned it was useful. I think it was, you can maybe think out of the box, but it has to be meaningful. There has to be a logic behind it. It's not making a watch just for the sake of making a watch. And we realized that Formula One is only successful, even at Moser, is that we are successful as a team. It's not only
not just the drivers, not just
the people which are out on the market, meeting the clients, meeting the press. It's everybody, and there's a lot of, we're 120 people at Moser, whether it's the engineers, whether it's the watchmakers, I mean the whole team, all the crafts which are important, just like in Formula One. So you have the drivers which are in front of everybody, but you have everybody behind the scenes, the mechanics, and they need a watch. They need to be extremely careful on timing, in order to understand the countdown when they're allowed to work on the car. And so we created a watch which has all that information on the dial, and you have push notifications. So you've got the head engineer, which is pushing out all the strategic information. And we had it in Barcelona, so all the 30 mechanics were wearing or the engineers and the mechanics were wearing this digital watch, receiving live information on what is the countdown for the race to start, what is the countdown for the qualifying to finish, and extremely useful, fantastic feedback as well for the team. And the team felt extremely proud of being allowed to wear a Moser watch, so it has all the codes of a Moser watch, whether it's the streamliner design, the same rubber strap, same buckle, the same hands at 12 o'clock, so it's an analog display. But then at 6 o'clock you have all that key information.
Yes, well, that's great because they can change the tires without worrying about breaking the watch.
Exactly.
And everything you said just sounds to me like it's the perfect analogy because all of the teams work as a watch.
All together.
Exactly.
It's clockwork.
Yes.
So all the wheels, everything are interconnected
yes.
in order to make it in order to make it function
Yes.
and to be successful.
Well, it was a great pleasure seeing you again, Nicholas. Thank you very much.
Ciao,
Thank you guys.
Thank you.